I've seen a lot of movies this year. And today, I want to honor the absolute best movies of 2024. There's going to be several, and I mean several, different categories. And so without further ado, I'd like to welcome you to the 2024 1 Minute Movies Awards. Now, there are a few rules with regards to this award show. First, the film must have had a theatrical or streaming release in 2024. Movies like Hitman are disqualified because they were shown largely in 2023 and then released in 2024. Second and last, these are my opinions. You will disagree with me on one of these. You will not guess 100% of the things I'm going to give awards to. So without further ado, let's start things off on a downer. Up first, we have the nominations for my least favorite film. These are films that I did not enjoy, felt like I wasted my time, or generally didn't like. Up first, we have Joker 2, followed by Night Swim, followed by Brothers. And the winner, or I guess the loser in this category, is Joker 2. I didn't remember anything about the first two movies. I remembered that I hated Joker 2. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next category. The next category is going to be Best Stunts. How this isn't already an Oscar nominations category, I do not understand, but let's go over some films with the best stunts. Up first, we have The Fall Guy, a literal movie about stunts. We have Monkey Man, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Furiosa. And out of all of those, I'm not going to lie, it was very, very difficult to decide which of them could get the win, because on one hand, The Fall Guy is a movie literally about stunts, but on the other hand, movies like Deadpool and Wolverine, Furiosa, and Monkey Man all had some incredible stunts, some just great work from all of the actors and stuntmen and stuntwomen involved. We have selected a winner, and the winner of the 2024 1 Minute Movies Awards Best Stunts category goes to The Fall Guy. Congratulations, The Fall Guy, on winning. Next up, we have the Best Cinematography category, and I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a bit cinematic, so I threw in a Dutch tilt on the second camera. The nominees are Civil War, Trap, Monkey Man, Furiosa, and The Wild Robot. This was, again, really, really hard to decide because on one hand, it is hard to compare a film like Furiosa to a film like Civil War. We made our decision, and the winner of the Best Cinematography 1 Minute Movies 2024 award is Furiosa. I was just impressed and blown away by the cinematography in this film. All of the lighting was great. All of the framing was great. I just really, really enjoyed the cinematography in this film and felt like it was the best from the list. Now, quite like the real Oscars, we have to pay the bills. So here's a quick ad break. All right, I think this thing's on. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm currently hiding from the Gongoozler. He's right outside my window. I kind of have to keep it on the down low because of him, but I wanted to quickly tell you guys about Luminar Neo. Luminar Neo is great whether you're editing YouTube thumbnails or large-scale photography like thousands of pictures. You can easily make changes and adjustments all in one place without having to know 10,000 different buttons. It's a super, super useful and helpful and easy to navigate interface that I personally use on almost every single one of my thumbnails. Oh, that's not good. He's getting closer. If you use my link in the description right now, you can get 30% off of the lifetime, yearly, or monthly plan, whatever you decide to go with. That lifetime option is awesome because if you're tired of paying for subscription services, you can pay once and be done with it forever. Once again, big thanks to Luminar Neo for sponsoring this video. Use the link down below, 30% off. And we're back. Hope that guy was okay. Let's get on to the next category, the best thriller film. I saw some pretty great thriller films in 2024, but I feel like there are a couple that are deserving of this nomination. So up first, we have Trap, then we have Civil War, and finally, we have Carry On. Now, these were all great thriller films, but the winner for this category in a surprising last minute at the right end of the year is going to be Carry On, the Netflix film. I was blown away by how entertaining and how thrilling this movie was. Next up on the list, we have Best Visual Effects. The nominees are Deadpool and Wolverine, Furiosa, and Gladiator 2. And out of the three of these, there was one movie from this list that I feel did not have any moments where I was like, yeah, that doesn't exist. There were no moments where I was saying, oh, the CGI is bad here, or oh, I can obviously tell that's fake. The winner of the Best Visual Effects category is going to be Deadpool and Wolverine. Next up, for Best Editing, we have a couple nominees: The Wild Robot, Challengers, and The Killer's Game. Do you like that little back and forth edit I did there? And the winner for this category is The Killer's Game. I was really entertained by this movie. I thought the editing was great. They kept the pacing great. The movie was the perfect length for a movie. It didn't overstay its welcome. I really enjoyed it. Next up is a very important part of a film, and it is the music. So this is the nominees for our Best Music / Score. So up first, we have Civil War, followed by The Wild Robot, followed by Deadpool and Wolverine, and followed by Trap. Now, which of these nominees won the award? Well, I'm glad you asked. It was The Wild Robot. Out of those, did you really think anything else was gonna win? It was The Wild Robot. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's just dadgum phenomenal music. It's not even funny. Heck off, mosquito. Don't leave that in. Up next, we have Best Action Film. I saw a lot of action films this year, but the nominees are Furiosa, Deadpool and Wolverine, Transformers 1, The Ministry of Ungentlemenly Warfare, and Monkey Man. And the winner out of all of those, just because the action flowed the most, there was, I think, at least the most of it, and when it happened, it was great. We have Furiosa. It was seriously a great action movie, though. I recommend it very highly if you haven't seen it yet. On to Best Voice Actor. This is a category I really feel like the Oscars should have, and I'm floored that it doesn't yet. But our Best Voice Actor nominations are Chris Hemsworth for his work in Transformers 1, Brian Tyree Henry also for his work in Transformers 1, Steve Carell for Despicable Me 4, Pedro Pascal for The Wild Robot, and Kit Connor for The Wild Robot. And as we have seen from the judges, our winner is Brian Tyree Henry from Transformers 1. Phenomenal job. Honestly, I was not familiar with his voice acting game, but it is wild. Chris Hemsworth too. All of these are great jobs at voice acting, but I just feel like Brian Tyree Henry best exemplified his voice acting prowess, dare I say. Up next, we have Best Voice Actress. The nominees are Kristen Wiig for her work in Despicable Me 4, Lupita Nyong'o for her work in The Wild Robot, Stephanie Sue also for her work in The Wild Robot, and Scarlett Johansson for her work in Transformers 1. And the winner out of these is Lupita Nyong'o for her work in The Wild Robot. I don't want to downplay the work of the others on this list, but there is just one performance that had honestly the second to the most emotion I've ever seen in a voice acting performance, and that was Lupita as her role in The Wild Robot. So congratulations, Lupita Nyong'o, for your win in the Best Voice Actress category of the 2024 OneMinuteMovies Awards. We're getting into the final stretch, our Best Supporting Actress category. Up first for the nominees, we have Alison Pill for her work in Trap, Lady Gaga for her work in Joker 2, Kaylee Spaney for her work in Civil War, Sophia Boutella for her work in The Killer's Game, and Emily Blunt for her work in The Fall Guy. Out of these, there were some great performances, but the one I personally thought was the best and the most entertaining to watch was Emily Blunt in The Fall Guy. Congratulations to Emily Blunt. You did an awesome job. All of y'all did an awesome job, but Emily Blunt, I feel like, had the best performance for the Best Supporting Actress role. Now, on to the Best Supporting Actor. Up first, we have Denzel Washington for his work in Gladiator 2. We have Wagner Moira for his work in Civil War. We have Alan Ritchson for his work in the Ministry of Ungentlemenly Warfare. The winner out of these is Denzel Washington. Congratulations to Denzel Washington for his work. He was phenomenal in Gladiator 2. I highly recommend you watch the movie literally just for him, if nothing else. He did a great job. I really enjoyed his performance. Now for Best Director. There were some incredible movies by some incredible directors this year, but our nominations are George Miller for his work directing Furiosa, Sean Levy for his work directing Deadpool and Wolverine, Luca Guadagnino for his work directing Challengers, Dallas Jenkins for his work directing The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and M. Night Shyamalan for directing Trap, as well as Chris Sanders for directing The Wild Robot. Oh, envelope's already open. The winner of the Best Director Award for the 2024 One Minute Movies Awards is Chris Sanders for his work directing The Wild Robot. Congratulations, Chris Sanders. You made me cry twice. Now for our Best Actress nomination. This one, I will honestly say, is the hardest decision I had to make in this process. It was really, really difficult. But we have, for the nominees, Kirsten Dunst for her work in Civil War, Zendaya for her work in Challengers, Anya Taylor-Joy for her work in Furiosa, Judy Greer for her work in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and Daisy Betts for her work in Unsung Hero. The winner of this category, it was very difficult to decide, but we have Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa in the movie Furiosa. Congratulations, Anya Taylor-Joy, for winning the Best Actress 1 Minute Movie Award. Now on to our Best Actor category. This was yet again a very, very difficult choice, as there were some great performances this year. But the nominees are Dev Patel for his work in Monkey Man, Josh Hartnett for his work in Trap, Dave Bautista for his work in The Killer's Game, Ryan Reynolds for his work in Deadpool and Wolverine, also Hugh Jackman for his work in Deadpool and Wolverine, and finally Ryan Gosling for his work in The Fall Guy. The winner for the Best Actor category is Josh Hartnett for his work in Trap. He could flip from a family man to a psychopath in 2.1 seconds, and that is really, really impressive. Congratulations to Josh Hartnett for your work in Trap, and congratulations to all of you for all of your work in these various films. But finally, we're down to just the 2 best pictures. So up first, we have our nominations for Best Animated Picture. There were some hard hitters this year, and the nominees are The Wild Robot, Despicable Me 4, and Transformers 1. All great movies with wildly different messages that were wildly hard to give this award out for. But the winner for the Best Animated Picture of 2024 is The Wild Robot. Congratulations to The Wild Robot on winning Best Animated Picture. And lastly, it's time for the final award. The Best Picture nominees are Trap, Furiosa, The Fall Guy, The Killer's Game, and Challengers. This was the hardest to decide. Honestly, out of all of these, I struggled about some, but there was just a lot of competition this year for Best Picture. But I'm happy to say that the winner of the Best Picture category for the 2024 One Minute Movies Awards is Furiosa. Congratulations to the cast and crew of Furiosa, and congratulations to the cast and crew of all of these films, because they were all very impressive, very fun, very great films. Thank you guys so much for watching the 2024 One Minute Movies Awards. I am aware my voice sounds absolutely terrible. I'm going to go drink some tea now. Thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like as well as subscribing. Let me know what awards, if you would change any, in the comment section down below. and let me know why you would change them. I love discussing movies and films in the comments. And in 2025, we're gonna have a whole lot of videos, we're gonna have a whole lot of streams, and we're gonna have a whole lot of shorts coming to 1 Minute Movies. So be sure to follow or like on your respective platform that you're listening to this. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Movie Boy, here to end out the 2024 1 Minute Movies Awards. Thank y'all for watching, and good night.